It's Game 5 for Kings this week as the Monarchs host Fairleigh Dickinson University Saturday at 1 p.m. Last week, Kings posted its first win of the season, a 41-40 double overtime thriller against Misericordia. So tell us, Coach, have you recovered from that game yet, and how did it feel to walk away with the victory?
Yeah, we recovered, and our whole focus is on FDU. It felt great. It felt great to see our kids, rise up. We kind of missed some opportunities early in the game, but the kids never wavered. They stayed together, and they kept picking each other up, in all three phases. And then, by them staying together, they found a way to make a play at the end to get their first win. So couldn't be more proud of the effort than what they gave on Saturday.
We had some really big performances on Saturday. First, junior tailback Kyle McGrath played through an injury and rushed for 151 yards on 29 carries while scoring 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a tough, hard-nosed football player. He wants the football, and the thing we're seeing there is we knew we had to run the ball to be successful, but we knew they were going to, pack the box. We felt, Kyle could make people miss and run through some tackles, and he did. In a couple of his scores, I mean, he ran through multiple people, and then plus he made people miss. So, we're seeing him get better and better. That injury really hasn't slowed him down. Is that he's always been able to make people miss, but the toughness factor, him lowering his shoulder and just bullying his way and imposing his will on people was really good to see Saturday, and it was a truly a gritty effort by him and a hard nose to carry 29 times and that heat, and then be strong at the end where we did nothing but run the ball in that second overtime, gave him the ball, and he took it home for us.
And Kempa was also outstanding. He had 165 receiving yards and also additional yards as a return specialist, and he actually lost yards due to some penalties and things like that. He's such a huge contributor to the team this year, and right now he's ranked in the top 5 in the country in receiving yards per game.
Yeah, we knew they packed the box. They're going to create opportunities for us to throw the football, and we felt to win that game we have to throw the ball more than we did last year, which was 10 times. We felt we had some matchup advantages that way, and then when you throw the ball, 3 things happen. 2 are bad, but Tyler and Dan made that the completions happen from there, and then huge plays. We felt we can get Dan in space. He can make people miss. He's got great speed, good vision, and in turn a 10-yard pass into a 40-yard gain, which he did on the one time, an 8-yard pass into a 29-yard touchdown, with his legs. So it is very impressive that he's got over 20-some yards of reception. He's got 26 catches, half more who leads the MAC, but he's only behind him in 20 yards, and to be top 5 in the country, is outstanding. And that's a great comment to our offense. As people pack the box to stop Kyle, then they're putting themselves on an island with Kempa, and right now we're winning that battle.
And defensively, senior defensive end Ronnie Garrett had another defensive return for a touchdown for the 3rd straight game. This was coming off a sack from Nick Kyla. That play wound up being the Division3Football.com National Play of the Week. How amazing is it for this to happen with Ron Garrett scoring touchdowns in 3 straight games?
Yeah, it's like unprecedented by far. But then again, Ronnie just putting himself around the ball, and then that's what playmakers do. So he's kind of always around the ball. He's very athletic, so he can scoop and score. He's not kicking it and bobbling it around. He's got great hands, and we use him on our short yardage goal line offense, and we have we throw him the ball, and he does a good job blocking. So when you put him around the football, he's going to make good things happen. But for defensive tackle to get 1 touchdown, a dream come true. To have 3 in 3 weeks is just awesome.
Looking forward to this week's game. We have FDU-Florham coming in for a Mid-Atlantic Conference matchup at McCarthy Stadium. Talk about what you expect from the Devil offense.
Pretty much the same thing we just saw last Saturday, except I think they throw it around a little bit more, from a pass standpoint. But it's a similar offense. They want to go at a fast pace, spread you out. Quarterback gets the ball out of his hands real quick. He's athletic enough to run it. And they got a little bit more weapons as far as more people to throw it to and do some things there. But it's going to be a similar deal. So it's kind of nice to have back to back the same type of offense. So our defense can prepare and hopefully be better than we were last Saturday as we face a pretty high octane type of an offense this Saturday.
Well, you referenced their quarterback. His name is Michael Santos, a very athletic player, capable of running and capable of throwing the ball. Does that dual threat present a lot of problems for your defense?
Yeah, absolutely. Because again, it's about this type of offense. It's assignment football, and everyone's got to do their job. And as soon as you try to take someone else away, he's a weapon to run the football. And then you're worried about that. Again, he catches it and gets rid of it so fast in the pass game that if we're not tight with our coverage, the ball's going to be out and it's going to be completed in a heartbeat from there. So he's a little guy, but he makes a lot of things happen.
Well, their tailback is a sophomore. His name's Craig Kimbrough. You saw him last year. He's also done a very nice job this year, too.
He's very fast. I mean, he's got great speed. They'll throw the ball to him. He gets to the edge and get his shoulders going north and south. And he's hard to catch. So we got to do a great job of containing him, and keeping him, inside the perimeter of the defense from there, because he's got good hands. So they throw the ball to him and they can get him, in space in the run game, and he presents a huge challenge for us.
FDU also has 4 receivers with at least 12 catches on the year, so they clearly do a good job of spreading the ball around with the receivers.
Yeah, I mean, they get into a spread set, so they spread you out and they look around and they try to figure out, who they like against who's covering who, and throw the ball. And you got guys that can make plays and catch the football. It's not all about one guy or trying to put one guy in different positions. They can take the matchups they think are the best. So it's a great challenge for all our DBs, our linebackers, because they don't know they could be the guy covering, the guy that's the main focus of that play. So our guys just working hard this week of doing their 1/11th and doing their assignment and knowing that the ball could come their way at any point in time, and it will at some point during the game.
Defensively, you have to use typically a very tough physical type of team. So what do you see them bringing to the table in this game?
They are. They're bigger. I think they were in the past, and stronger from there up front. Number 44 is he's a little guy, but he's one of the best linebackers I think in the conference. He's hard to block. If you don't get on him, he's avoid blocks very, very well. He's got great speed, runs to the ball. Their secondaries, their safeties are physical, in the run game and athletic enough to cover and field down there. They put their corners on islands, and they've responded very well with some press coverage and playing man to man. And taking their guys from that standpoint. So it's a good challenge for us to continue to work hard at being balanced, running the ball and throwing the ball, and then to continue to work hard of eliminating our penalties, which have been an Achilles heel, for especially in crucial situations of the field or down and distance, from an offensive standpoint.
Well, Coach, that's all the time we have for today. Good luck to you and the Monarchs on Saturday when you host Fairleigh Dickinson University at 1 p.m.
Thank you.